So yeah, I fucked up pretty bad. I've learnt a lot from it though, and something I thought I'd never say, which is I'm probably gonna have to stop fasting temporarily anyway. I feel that the carnivore diet, well, it's really the only answer I have. It's really the only foods I don't react to is straight up beef. So I don't really have a choice. I mean, obviously, you can't fast forever to heal, so I need to eat carnivore. I need to eat beef only. But the issue is that I've been trying to do it OMAD. So I've been doing OMADs for months straight now. It works fine on keto. It works fine on just normal carb diets, high carb or whatever, low fat. But when I'm on carnivore, because I react to so many foods, I simply just can't stomach the amount of beef that I need to stomach in order to be able to get enough in during the OMAD. So, I mean, I'm sitting there eating about, it's probably about a kilo or 2 pounds or whatever of beef. And I just can't, it gets to a point where I feel like if I'm going to take another bite or I'm going to swallow another piece of food, I'll just throw up. So that's when I know, okay, stop eating. So I stop eating, but then a few hours later, I get hungry again. And I just don't want any more beef, basically, is the issue. My body just doesn't want it. And I mean, I would mix it up with butter, but I react to butter. I'd try, other meats, but I react to fucking basically everything I react to. The best thing for me is slow cooked beef roasts. And then second to that is the fatty, Scotch fillets or ribeyes and stuff that I fry. So I was sticking to OMAD because I do believe, obviously, in the power of fasting. That's the name of this channel. But for me to make carnivore work, I just don't think I can do it OMAD anymore. And I did it for OMAD this whole time, and I'm just losing so much weight. I'm really thin. You can probably see in my face. I mean, I'm not losing muscles. I'm not losing strength. It's very powerful in that sense, carnivore. But in terms of body fat, I'm just not gaining fat. And that suggests to me that I'm just not eating enough and I just can't force in any more beef, especially during OMAD. So for a while there, yeah, I was doing OMADs and I was just dealing with being hungry. And eventually I cracked and I got so starving that I just binged on a bunch of carbs. So I felt really shitty after it, obviously flared up, had crazy diarrhea, etc., etc. But I've learned a lot from it. I'm never going to do that again. From now on, I'll do carnivore, but I'm going to um, stick to eating more often, maybe twice a day, lunch and dinner, just fasting for what's that, like 16 hour, around there, sort of intermittent fasting. And at least then I can split it up over 2 meals, and I might be able to get down maybe 1.5 to 2 kilos or 3 or 4 pounds. I think that is about of meat. Other than that, I might add butter in again, even though I react to it. I could try ghee, but I mean, I just react to everything, and it's driving me crazy. I think, and I still look at the other carnivores that just eat meat, like Michaela Peterson and Sean Baker, and they're eating fatty beef, and they don't seem to be eating OMAD. So I think that's where I went wrong, which I was trying to force down a bunch of beef during OMAD. So yeah, I'm not going to be fasting for a while. I need to get to a point where I'm not craving carbs, that I'm gaining weight. I'm starting to, so, I heal a lot of the issues, because I don't want to be sitting there starving myself because I can't force in enough in this OMAD. It's just not worth it, and it's not worth getting that hungry over. So yeah, I guess technically I failed the strict 30 days carnivore, but I will continue to 30 days. I've learned so much about food and my body and everything in this time. Um, I've basically learned that I'm intolerant to every fucking possible plant and nearly every meat that you can think of. So I'm looking more and more like a Michaela Peterson type case, where she's the same. She can just eat straight up beef. I can barely even eat ground beef, so that's another issue. If I get grass fed, it seems a bit better. It's a histamine issue. But if I get your standard ground beef, it's just a nightmare. So I might trial ghee as well. I don't know. So if anyone has any suggestions or has been through this type of thing, obviously I need to somehow get in more fat. I want to find what's it called? The I can't think of the name where the fat the fat from the beef is put into a dish or whatever, a jar, and they sell it at the butchers. I can't find that anywhere. So yeah, so I mean, if anyone has any ideas on how I can do this, being intolerant to every single food, and somehow try to survive on carnivore, try to get in more fats, let me know. I mean, if I get desperate, I'm just going to add in some plants. I don't really have a choice better than me binging on carbs. So I mean, if I get desperate, I might just have a really fatty keto salad um, with olive oil, or I can't even have coconut oil at this point. So, I mean, that's if I get too hungry. So yeah, let me know. Give me some comments. Contact me if you have any ideas, guys. Thanks.